So as instructed, week by week you should be recording your reflections on your experience within the module using the reflective journal template provided on Moodle. Now in this short video I'm going to quickly take you through the journal component of the assignment for enterprise creation to make sure you fully understand what's expected of you from this assignment. So as you'll see from the marking criteria on Moodle, there are 5 parts to this assignment and each part is worth 20% of the overall mark for the journal. So each section needs your full attention. So in part 1 of the journal assignment, it asks you to reflect on your experience within the module week by week, but it's not enough here to simply tell us what happened in each class. As you can see from the marking grid on Moodle, you need to also tell us what you accomplished in the module, and to make sure you do this, you should reflect on these 3 questions. What happened? How did I feel about it? And what did I learn from it? Remember, there's no minimum word count for the journal, and how much content you provide is up to you. But the key point to remember here is that if you do not provide much content here, or if you forget to actually talk about what you accomplished, then we cannot allocate marks for this. Next, the assignment asks for you to reflect on what specific skills, knowledge and attributes you demonstrated during this module. And you need to provide examples to support your answer here. You're also asked to highlight the barriers you encountered and also the successes that you achieved. And you can include this information in part 1, where you provide a weekly account of your experience, or this could be presented in a section of its own. It really doesn't matter as long as you provide this information. So here you need to talk about the sort of enterprising skills which we've highlighted in previous sessions, such as leadership, team working, problem solving or creativity skills. And you need to talk about how you use them to overcome specific problems which you encountered, such as issues with working in groups. Again, if you do not talk about your enterprising skills, knowledge and attributes, and if you fail to provide examples to support this, then you will miss out on potential marks. Part 3 asks you to talk about the skills and abilities that you feel that you need to develop in order to achieve your personal, academic or professional goals. And here you should be thinking about what you've said in part 2 and how you can overcome any weaknesses identified there. If you fail to talk about specific areas for development, again this will be reflected in the mark for this section. The assignment also asks you to reflect upon and review the benefits you've gained from engaging this module. Now it's important to remember that this section is worth as much as every other section of the journal, so if you simply submit a brief paragraph or 2 here, then you'll be missing out on a large part of the 20 marks allocated to this section. Think about section 1 and what you said you learned from the module, and that information will be particularly relevant here. Now lastly, you need to complete a SMART action plan, and for this you should use the template provided in Moodle. Your action plan should contain at least 3 objectives, although more would be better, and these objectives should be linked directly to your reflection on the skills and abilities which you feel you need to develop. Remember, you've been provided with both the marking criteria and the template for completing your journal, and it's up to you whether you submit your journal as a one continuous document or you use the headings provided. As long as we can find the information which the assignment asks for, we'll be able to allocate marks. And as always, if you have any questions about the journal or any other aspect of the assignment for this module, then these should be directed to your tutor.